I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fun video planned for you guys. I'm gonna do a full glam, but only with drugstore products. And
It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will...
I found some new products lately that kind of inspired me to film this video because I've just found great drugstore products. So let's see how I get from this to this. I'm gonna start with my current favorite drugstore primer. This is the L'Oreal Hydra Genius Aloe Water Primer, or primer, it's not a primer, it's a moisturizer. It's just so nice and refreshing on the skin. I love to put this on in the morning. It just really wakes me up. It is hydrating, but it's more better for people with oily skin who want to hydrate but don't want that like super moisturized face. You want just a little bit of like freshness. Now moving on to primer, I'm actually gonna try a new primer today, which I've been excited to try. This is the NYX Total Drops. I love the Total Drops foundation from NYX, so I thought that this would be something I would love as well. Comes in the same type of packaging. Ignore these. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. I don't take care of my nails. Let's just get that out there. So I'm sitting here with the most ratchet nails. I'm getting my nails done tonight in actually an hour, so that's why I need to get myself going. I'm gonna drop it just on the back of my skin just to see how it's looking. I'm not sure what it's gonna do. Did I even read that? Should I see? Soft primer that delivers a matte finish, smoother than smooth, preps your complexion for foundation application. Okay, so it's supposed to mattify and smooth out the appearance. I'm gonna just drop this on my face. I don't want to put too much because you don't want to be over primed, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna blend this in with my fingers. I don't know, man. This is weird. Yeah, it should be fine. I've been loving the Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick from L'Oreal. These are like the stick foundations from L'Oreal, and I'm going to be using these today and show you guys how they look. It really creates a full glam. And I got them in the color Honey, which is a little bit too dark for me, but it's what I'm going to use for my foundation. And then Toffee Caramel to contour. Start with Honey. Yes, it's gonna be hella dark for me, like look at that, but I'm gonna put a lighter foundation in the middle of my face to just counteract this. I love this because it's like really similar to the Makeup Forever foundation. It just has kind of the same performance. It's full coverage, creamy, looks great, gives you a great dewy finish but still like full coverage. And then in the middle I'm just gonna put the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation in the color Natural. We're just gonna apply that on areas like in the middle of the face. This both has good coverage, so it's not gonna like decrease the coverage at all, which I like. And unfortunately my beauty blender from Real Techniques broke, so I just have a new beauty blender, normal one. So this is not drugstore, as you might know, but I love to blend this out with a beauty blender just to make sure it's nice and moisturized and dewy. And both of these foundations are super easy to blend out and look super nice on the skin, and this is actually a super nice combo. So that's foundation on. Now we're gonna actually contour. Like I said, I got also the stick foundation in a darker color. This is the color Toffee, and I have been using this to contour and I think it works great. So we're just gonna go in. I apply quite a generous amount because these are super blendable, so they kind of blend out almost to nothing if you don't put enough. I'm gonna try to make this as an easy of a tutorial as possible. I want everyone to be able to recreate a nice full glam look. It shouldn't be very complicated. And to blend this out, I'm gonna take brush from Morphe. This is the brush, I don't know what this one is, but it's a nice fluffy brush from Morphe. And I'm just gonna use this to blend out. You see how easy that blends? It's so super creamy, this foundation, and it just looks great on the skin. It just looks super natural, which I like. I find cream contouring super intimidating, so I like when I find products that kind of make it a lot easier for myself. And the creamier the better. And don't worry if you're looking crazy right now, we're gonna also highlight, so it's gonna look a lot more put together. Now I just look very dark. This is the Makeup Forever concealer, the one that's kind of the Tarte Shape Tape. I haven't tried Tarte Shape Tape, so I don't know how it compares, but it's supposed to be amazing. And I like this one a lot. And we're just gonna apply, this is the color C2, and we're gonna apply that under our eyes. And I've noticed now that these actually are almost out. I need to get some new ones. So they ran out more quicker than I anticipated. So again, we're looking crazy, but we're gonna go in with our beauty blender and we're just gonna blend it. Everything looks really crazy when you're contouring and highlighting in the beginning, but it all kind of comes together at the end. So yeah, this is a super full coverage concealer. It's quite drying, so I only use it on like special occasions. If I would use it every day, it would kind of dry out my under eyes. But I do like it when I really want that super highlighted, like this super highlighted look. And like really, if I want my face to look super snatched. Unfortunately, I don't have a loose powder that is drugstore, so I am gonna go in with my Mercier powder. I did get this with a gift card, so technically I didn't pay anything for it. But yeah, of course, everyone knows that this is quite an expensive powder, but it's bomb. And I don't know, I haven't really found a drugstore that suits me as well as this one. So I'm just gonna take the powder on the back of my beauty blender and we're gonna bake the under eyes. I'm just gonna make sure I'm setting. I'm gonna also go in on here. So I'm really setting the entirety of my face with this. And I'm setting it with my beauty. I'm actually gonna brush this off right away because I don't like to bake too long because I don't want my face to be super dry. Just let that sit literally for 10 seconds and then I take a big fluffy brush. This one is from Morphe and I just take it off. We're gonna move on to the rest of my face. Actually, to bronze, I have been loving this, guys. This is my absolutely new favorite thing in the whole world. This is the Maybelline Master Bronze Tear EDN Bronze Palette, and these shades are just, I can't. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here and the shade that's right here. And I like to mix these together on my Real Techniques blush brush. And I'm just gonna show you guys how beautiful this color is. It's kind of like the perfect bronzer and contour in one. And that's why I love it, because I don't like to contour so much on the daily basis. So this kind of gives me that contoured look while still bronzing. I'm gonna take also a little bit of this in the middle and I'm just gonna apply that to my actual cheeks, like so. Gorge. I'm gonna use Luminoso from Milani. This is the baked blushes from Milani are my absolute favorite and I live by these. So I'm gonna pick up a lot of this Luminoso color and just pop that on the apples of my cheeks and a little bit on my nose. The one highlighter I have been using from the drugstore is the Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline in the color Molten Gold. However, this doesn't give me the full thing that I want in the highlighters. So on top of that, and I know this is not drugstore, but I've been dying to use this, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amorisi highlighter to make that really pop. Like, look at this, guys. This highlighter is beautiful. We're actually gonna do a combination of this. So technically half of it will be drugstore and half of it will just be a little bit high-end, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna first spray my face with some Fix Plus. Just use whatever spray you find works for you. Always spray my face before I do highlighter. I'm gonna go in with my setting brush from Real Techniques. I'm gonna pick up Molten Gold by Maybelline. And you see, it's actually, ooh, that's actually super nice now that I see it on camera. Doesn't look as bright in real life, I have to say, but it does look nice. And I picked that up and apply it while my skin is still kind of wet, and also on my nose, everywhere. Put it in the middle of my, like right here, just to create a little bit more of a natural glow. So that looks already super nice on its own, but I want to bump this up a bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Mercier palette highlighter, and this one, guys, is dangerous. Yeah, I'm gonna always be applying way too much of this. But you saw without this, the highlighter was still popping. But if you guys want to just step it off and up a notch, you can always mix your highlighters, mix and match, whatever you have at home. And I'm just gonna put this away now because I'm going a little bit too ham with my highlight. And that is the finished full glam drugstore look.